It's the most wonderful time of the year. Snow is falling, everybody's here. There's something for every girl and every boy. From the Mekong Delta to old Hanoi, Richard Nixon got something that you won't believe. When the bombs start falling on Christmas Eve, and these American angels singing in a voice so true, like bells ringing out a Berkeley B-52. Don't you know we're talking peace with the Vietcong, while the fire's burning back in Haiphong. Richard Nixon always do what he say, and the bombs are falling on Christmas Day, and the napalm's burning through the night, and you can tell Uncle Ho Richard Nixon says hello. This is Christmas time. Christmas time is here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Remember the day LBJ packed it in, haunted every night by the ghost of a Ho Chi Minh. I just remember a lion don't need to walk like a lamb, or keep on rocking in Vietnam. Richard Nixon got a holiday message for you. Out. Here come Christmas in 1972, and the napalm's burning through the night, and you can tell Uncle Ho Richard Nixon says hello. And this is Christmas time. Christmas time is here. It's the most wonderful time. This is Christmas time. Christmas time is here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hey, thanks for coming to the show. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for 2 more sets of music. It's the holiday season. That means it's time for a cup of cheer. Grab a cup of cheer, get your sleigh bells, get your ukuleles, whatever you got going. Join me. I'll sing a few songs for you right now.
All right. I'll start out with, in the spirit of Christmas, I'll sing a gospel tune for atheists. Just to prove that we can do whatever we want. Get ready for the blackout, mama. Everything that you heard is true. Psycho turn his back on Danzetti. What makes you think I'll keep dancing with you? And it's dry wood, but it don't burn. And there ain't no more money to earn. I'm gonna cast my net in that empty sea. And they're passing out the key to salvation, and you don't need a license to shoot that gun. But if I can't be Elvis Presley, I don't want to be no one. Well, I'm ready to start preaching to the converted. I'm gonna hang my rope from that Cadillac tree. Have mercy, please, 'cause I'm giving up my last chance. I'm backsliding at the church dance. I'm gonna split the congregation up. I got to clap these dirty hands and that old-time religion. Well, that old-time religion. Yeah, old-time religion. Hey, drop down and set me free. Don't you know that it's high enough for the mountain and it's deep enough for the sea? But that old-time religion, it was never good enough for me. All right. Got no business hanging on to last year's seeds. When there's a black spot in the honey and these insects don't breed. Well, I said lead paint, sugar cane, everything's automatic. I'm gonna build my workshop down in the basement. Well, there ain't nothing up in the attic. Oh, I'm giving up my last chance. I'm breaking up this romance. I'm gonna split the congregation up. I got to clap these dirty hands and that old-time religion. Well, that old-time religion. Old-time religion. Hey, man, drop down and set me free. Don't you know that it's high enough for a mountain and it's deep enough for the sea? But that old-time religion, it was never good enough. It ain't good enough for that old-time religion. Yeah, that old-time religion. Well, that old-time religion. Hey, drop down and set me free. Don't you know that it's high enough for the mountain and it's deep enough for the sea? But that old-time religion, it was never good enough for me. There we go. Well, we're off to a flying start, I would say. Does anybody have any special requests for the show this evening? I know it's, the holiday season. We got Hanukkah, we got Christmas, we got... When is Kwanzaa? I don't actually know when that begins. What other holidays are there this time of year? I mean, they're all kind of ripped off from the pagans, I think, aren't they? Happy solstice. Yesterday we had solstice. That's like the real thing that everybody's trying to hide behind, right? I'm gonna... I'll do something nice for you. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. I was busy working with my band. We wrote a Christmas tune, and I played the video of that earlier. But I'll sing it for you and explain what that's about. But that's what I was doing last week, so I hope you feel it was worth the wait. Here's a song about pigeon racing, because I know people like this song, and yeah, it just feels nice to sing along, doesn't it? All together now. Well, the boys ain't been down to the clubhouse in so long. You would think that it's a crime. It's just me and those birds every morning. Well, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And this coffee, it takes a decade to boil. And this ladder is like hell on my knees. But I'm up on the roof every morning like clockwork, and I watch them as they rise up through the trees. Well, it's the last flight of the Pigeon Club. You ought to come out this year. But these birds are just shadows. But the birds back in my day, it's years, and those records still stand. They flew 10,000 miles and back to Hoboken. When they took to the air, they would fly from my hand. But if these ones don't come back, I won't miss them. Well, I just know this is killing my health. And if they find someplace better to die than New Jersey, well, I'd probably go there myself. Oh, it's the last flight of the Pigeon Club. You ought to come out this year. All together in the spirit of the season. Well, I hope you're all doing it. Thanks for tuning in. Like I say, I do this every Tuesday, so, you know, there's nothing new here. Let me do... I won't keep you all day. I'll keep my set kind of on the short side today, because I know we all have parties to go to, and eggnog to brew, and cookies to bake, and all that kind of malarkey. So, maybe you have a tree to chop down, drag it in the house. Because you got to admit, trees look like shit outside. You got to get them inside. Feel the same way about all wildlife. Just kill it and bring it on inside. Put lights around it. Get drunk. Put the Yule log on TV and enjoy yourself. All right, what are we gonna do? Let me know where you're watching from. I think usually these Greenwich Mean Time shows, I get a lot of people from the UK, sometimes some people from Holland. Let me know if you're wherever you're watching from, because I like to keep track of you, you know? I'm like Google that way. I want to know where you are and what you're doing so I can better market to you. All right. Like I said, I wrote a holiday song this year. I want to ease our way into it. Do a couple songs about Richard Nixon, just to get you ready. One, two, let's go. This is the heart that they found down by the river in that frozen ground. Like a Cold War fever, it won't cool down. Take a look at my money, take a look at this town. Take a look at that Cadillac, stalled out on the railroad track. Boom, boom, a click, click, I'm taking my money back. All right, all right, all right. Let me hear that music. I turn out the lights. Henry Kissinger gonna dance all night. Take a look at those hands in the baptismal pool. That dirty water running underneath the school. Hey, mama, simmer down. These people don't mess around. Hey, put the word out. This is my last night in town. Don't you know they got your number? If they catch you in that water, man, they gonna pull you under and here come that heart attack. I can feel the friction and this is the heart that forgave Richard Nixon. Well, but you got to know right from the start, I do not have a forgiving heart. Don't you feel the fever when you touch my head? Take a look at that city, everybody's dead. Listen to those people moan, nobody to set that bone. Step in line with Oswald and you will never walk alone. Alright, don't you know they got your number? If they catch you in that water, man, they gonna pull you under in. Here come that heart attack, I can feel the friction in. baby, you got to, that's not right. Well, don't you know, these are the hands that signed the pardon. Another heart attack, alone in the garden, and here they come to overturn that conviction. And this is the heart that forgave Richard Nixon. All right, this is the heart that forgave Richard Nixon. This is the heart. Oh yeah. There we go. A little bit of something about the one and only Richard Milhouse Nixon. More of that later. What do we do next? All right, while we're on the subject, here's another song about Richard Nixon. This one is about the kind of dreams I imagine Richard Nixon suffers through every night, you know? This time the dream is a Russian oil tanker, Fidel Castro and a Cuban sugar cane. Boy, something's out of tune there. Okay, we're all going to enjoy ourselves a lot more now. This time the dream is a Russian oil tanker, Fidel Castro and a Cuban sugar cane. But Richard Nixon is having the same old nightmare. Jack Ruby's black secret crawling up through the drain. So if a William Tecumseh, Sherman, and a Union Army come to finish off Savannah, just let it fall. Because even if they burn up all that Confederate money, you're gonna find that rebel engine right where it stalled. Well, one of these days the soil's gonna give out, and the harvest moon will rise broken and pale. But like a million worthless acres of Oklahoma farmland, you're gonna find me right here after the soil fails. When the hurricanes finally take out New Orleans, and the scarlet fever has left Philadelphia bare, and malaria's hanging on the New World like a shadow, there's a ghost that we remember hanging in the air. There's a ghost that we remember still hanging there. So, little girl, there ain't no use in crying, keeping us up all night with that moaning wail. But like the dead horizon stretching out for a November mile, you're gonna find me right here after the soil fails. Yes, one of these days the soil's gonna give out, and the harvest moon will rise broken and pale. But like a million worthless acres of Oklahoma farmland. You're gonna find me right here after the soil fails. Yes, you're gonna find me here after the soil fails. You. Okay. I hope everybody's doing all right. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I will do my best to address anything that you might have to say to me. I know, I can't be the person that solves all of your problems, but I'll continue to do the best I can. I know that everybody's struggling with a lot of, health and political issues, not to mention financial troubles, and however I can see you through this, I'll see you through it. Here's to better times next year. All right, like I said, I wrote a holiday song. People have been asking me for years, hey, have you ever written a Christmas song or a Hanukkah song or anything like that? And every year I have to go, no, I never did that. I don't, I'm not one of those people that doesn't like Christmas music. I actually really do like Christmas music a lot, particularly White Christmas by Irving Berlin. I like that one especially because it's short and it doesn't talk about Santa and it doesn't talk about like consuming things, presents and stuff like that. It doesn't talk about Jesus. It doesn't talk about any of the stuff that bothers me about Christmas. It just says, isn't it nice and cold outside? Isn't it nice and snowy? That's cool. It's just I like winter song. So, I don't know, maybe for my 7 o'clock set tonight, my East Coast set, I'll learn to sing White Christmas. I should have done it for you now, but anyway, I finally did write a Christmas tune, and it's not your normal Christmas tune. In 1972, when we were embroiled in the Vietnam War, or as they call it, the American War, because it was our fault. We just went in there. And, peace negotiations in Paris between Henry Kissinger and the North Vietnamese government, we kind of changed the terms and talks broke down, and it enraged this guy, Richard Nixon. That's Dick and Pat. I have these collectible Richard Nixon plates. I have 3 of them. Everything just tastes better when you're eating off a Richard Nixon plate. So anyway, the fact that the peace talks broke down enraged Nixon. So he said, bomb the shit out of them. So he sent B-52s into the cities of Hanoi and Haiphong, and he dropped 20,000 tons of explosives on these cities between December 19th and December 29th. 10 days of hell. And this has come to be known as the Christmas bombings. So I was like, that is a proper American Christmas story. You know what I mean? Like, there's no donkeys and mangers and stuff. It's just like an enraged president, an abuse of military power, and we just ignore it back home. So that's what my Christmas song is about. I consider it an anti-war song, because quite frankly, I've had enough of this kind of crap from this country. I like this country a lot. I named my band after this country, the American Circus. Well, I think we would be better served if we stopped doing stuff like that forever. So here's to the dream of peace on earth. This song is called This is Christmas Time, 1977. Get your sleigh bells out. Join me. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Snow is falling, everybody's here. There's something for every girl and every boy, from the Mekong Delta to Old Hanoi. Richard Nixon got something that you won't believe. When the bombs start falling on Christmas Eve, and these American angels are singing in a voice so true, like bells ringing out a barrel in B-52. Don't you know we're talking peace with the Viet Cong, while the fire's burning back in Haiphong? Richard Nixon always do what he say, and the bombs are falling on Christmas Day, and the napalm's burning through the night, and you can tell Uncle Ho Richard Nixon says hello, and this is Christmas time. Christmas time is here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. All right, here we go. Come on. I fucked that up. We remember the day LBJ packed it in, haunted every night by the ghost of Ho Chi Minh. I just remember a lion don't need to walk like a lamb. I keep on rocking in Vietnam. Woo! Richard Nixon got a holiday message for you. Oh, here come Christmas, 1972. And the napalm's burning through the night, and you can tell Uncle Ho Richard Nixon says hello, and this is Christmas time. Christmas time is here. It's the most wonderful time. This is Christmas time. Christmas time is here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There you go. That's my Christmas song. I think it's going to be a classic. I think that in 50 years, whoever's the Bing Crosby or Perry Como of his day, they're going to be doing that song. And people are going to go, I'm tired of hearing that Nixon song. It's every year. Geez, playing at the shopping malls and on elevators and stuff like that. So, anyway, if you want to play it, I can send you the chords. Lyrics. While I'm on the subject of new songs, you can get your hands on that song with the full band either on my Bandcamp page, where you can also buy merchandise like vinyl, records, compact discs. things like this, t-shirts, and of course, the 2020 perennial face masks. So yeah, head on over to my Bandcamp page, get your hands on the new song, give it to a friend, share it with the Vietnam vets you may know, because that's sort of dedicated to those guys. There's one dude named Joe Bangert that taught me about Uncle Ho back in 2003. Also, you know, as you know, we're all out of work and struggling to get by. If you have a few quid to pop in the virtual tip jar, it's PayPal or Venmo, whichever you like, at Curtis Eller Music. And if you're feeling particularly generous, hit my Patreon page. All of these links are right down in the first comment or in the description of the video, depending on where you're watching, if it's on Facebook or YouTube. Anyway, let me see what I want to do. I'll do something nice. I wrote this song. I mean, it's kind of a sad song, but it always sounded like a Christmas song to me, so I'll do this one for you. It's a song called Poison Melody, and when we were recording it, I really wanted to put sleigh bells on it, but we sort of ran out of time and money, and so, you know, the horn section will have to do. But I'll do the solo version of this song. It has reference to Irving Berlin in it, who, as you know, I think is the greatest Christmas songwriter ever. It's particularly poignant that it has nothing to do with Christianity or Santa or consumerism, and it was written by a Jewish songwriter. And I think it's the #1 selling record of all time by anyone. Like, that song has been, I think Bing Crosby's version of that sold something like 50 million copies through the years. I know that's the fate of the Richard Nixon one. I will settle for nothing less than 50 million copies. So please, help me out. All right, here we go. This is called Poison Melody. Let's see if I can remember the chords. Everybody knows all about my heart, where it ends and where it starts. They know all about my heart. And there's that song again, playing just for me, a poison melody, a silver drop of mercury, like a Berlin ballad, familiar to my ear. But there's a shadow in the harmony, confusion and fear, and that sweet refrain, a sweet sugar cane, is only a poison, a melody, a playing just for me. And every decent song has already been sung. They push your heart around like they did when you were young. And that sweet refrain, like a ball and chain, waiting in the chorus for me. Oh, can't you see that sweet refrain. That sweet sugar cane is only a poison, only a poison, only a poison melody, playing just for me. See, sleigh bells would sound nice, wouldn't they? Maybe some chimes. There you go. My fake Christmas tune. The first one was definitely about the season. All right. I think I'm just about done for the evening. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I hope you're enjoying these weekly get-togethers. I really miss you guys. Seems like it's been a million years since we could get together in person, you know? So here I am singing to my phone one more time. Let me know if you got any requests for future shows, or I'm writing some new material. If you want to get the previews of the new material, sign up on my Patreon page. And that really does me and my family a lot of good financially. You can kick in $2 a month or $5 a month or whatever you like. And let me know what you would like to see at these shows. I mean, I try to change up the background a little bit. I'm limited in what I can do. Maybe I'll start doing outside live streams if it gets cold enough. Like in the snow. All right. On behalf of Dick and Pat, thank you for coming to the show this evening. Always a pleasure to hang out with you. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? One last song. One last song. I do not have to worry, because I know what's in store when the angels crowd around and cast their shadow on my door. There will be no sorrow when they call the final dance. I don't mind, because I made arrangements in advance. I left instructions for my funeral with the camera crew. Take me down to MGM, they'll know what to do. Tell these Hollywood angels the time has come to gather round, and there will be no sweeter sound. I want Marlene Dietrich singing Lily Marlene when they send me down to the front line. And if it's got to rain, well, I want Gene Kelly dancing so I can rise above my fear. Hey, look, the gang's all here. That's Carmen Miranda to wash away my blue. Esther Williams drinking champagne by the swimming pool. Hey, that's Rudy Valley singing in that sweet baritone. Somebody get on the phone and get me Harpo Marx up on the bandstand. I need a Hollywood miracle, a brand new show, a Busby Berkeley funeral when I go. I want a Busby Berkeley funeral so these blonde-haired angels see just how we roll. Swing down Hollywood and save my soul. Call out the chorus girls to dig that hole. I want a Busby Berkeley funeral when I go. Hey mama, you heard me right. I want a rainbow shining down on me in sweet black and white. Crank up the camera and let Sam Goldwyn know where it's time for me to go. When this old heart grows weak and slow, I kill the house lights and hit me with that celluloid glow. Alright, here we go. And a Busby Berkeley funeral. Just funeral. Tell Cecil B. DeMille this is my legendary role. Swing down Hollywood and save my soul. Call out the chorus girls to dig that hole. I want a Busby Berkeley funeral. That's right, a Busby Berkeley funeral. I want a Busby Berkeley funeral when I go. Okay, well, I hope that qualifies as a Christmas show for you. I'll be back again at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's New York time for another short set of banjo music. I usually try not to repeat too many songs in a set. I probably will do one or two of those again just because I want to do the Christmas song while it's still, relevant. Please, I don't know if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, but please sign up on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 people on there. That's one of my goals to maybe hit by the end of the year. If you have any questions or concerns, call me up anytime, day or night. I'll be here for you. Tell your friends, and with that, I say happy holidays. I say see you next year. I say 2021 is going to be much better than 2020. I think I just jinxed it. Yikes. See you next time.